Hi guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on the 21 Brothers Horseshoe bag, the Rogal XL. Although I've done a review on this, this last week has been the first time I've camped with it, and so I've had it loaded, all my gear in. In total I think it weighs about 13, maybe 14 kilogram. I weighed it, but I've gone and forgotten what that was now, but say no more than 14 kilogram. Generally I travel with round about 11 or 12, but I have got a few little extras in this time. I put some foodstuffs in this time, so obviously the extra weight, but the bag has performed really well. I have had no issues with it. I haven't had to tighten it that much. You know, with these sort of bags you do have to keep checking. I mean, always check them because they're only strapped down, and because they will have air inside, eventually they'll sort of slightly slacken off, but I haven't had any issues with that. It's stayed firm, but I do check it frequently. Whilst I've been away this week, I've been camping, so the bag has stayed on the bike, and I've just taken out the things that I want, like the tent and the clothes or whatever else it is, as I need it. Although the bag's waterproof, everything I put in there is in a waterproof bag as well, because when you get to site, if it's raining, and it hasn't this week, but if it is, you know, if it's wet, at least everything as it's coming out is kept dry. So the bag is performed really well. It hasn't had any impact on the bike. I think the suspension of this bike, the Honda CB500X, is adequate for the bike, but I do find that it, I think personally, it could do with being a little bit of a better, certainly on the rear suspension. But that's for another day to have a look at. The bag itself, what's proven really useful to me while I've been camping are these little bottle holders that are on each side at the back. So they're designed to put a 1.5 litre bottle of water or fuel in alternate sides, and how it's actually panned out for me as I've gone along is that this side here contains all my cook gear. So I'm keeping the cook gear, which is a couple of titanium pots, the sort of mugs, but they double up as cooking pots, and the gas canister, the pocket rocket, the MSR pocket rocket burner, the stand, and a little folding plastic cup for just drinking a cup of coffee out of, some sachets of coffee, chocolate, tea. So basically everything in there that I can just pull out without opening the bag to make a brew, even to cook something, but mainly just to make a brew. And it keeps it self-contained outside of the main bag. On the other side, I've ended up actually putting a 1.5 litre bottle of water in there, just one I bought out of a shop, just to try it really, and it worked really well. So this bag here will take a full 1.5 litre bottle of still water. You can buy special bottles, but I just bought a bottle out of a shop, and that just works so well for me on this trip. Some other bits and pieces, like the food, I kept inside the bag. I wouldn't normally take a lot of food, I buy it as I go along, but this time I just took some bits and pieces. And so within the bag, on this side, this leg here, because it's a horseshoe shape, this leg had all my clothes in there, and basically my clothes took up about that much space. On the other leg, it was the sleeping pack, so which was the sleeping bag, sleep mats, pillow, blow-up pillow, and toiletries, so it's toilet bag basically, and towel, and that fit in the other side. And then in the main body I had my chair, I had a little mat that I sort of fold out and put at the tent entrance to kneel on when I'm getting in if it's a bit damp. Pair of shoes, flip-flops. I took a book with me this time, and quite a big book as well, so that's in there. And as I say, some foodstuffs. I've got a little bag with like a dish, a little water carrier, You might have seen them before. They're all flat pack, and a coffee flat pack, coffee pot flat pack with some filter coffee as well. So this time I've put a little bit extra in than I would normally take, and the bag's coped with it, the bike's coped with it. Yeah, so these here can be strapped to, so you can strap bags onto this or anything onto it. And what I generally have found is that obviously when you're breaking camp in the morning, sometimes the fly sheet can be a bit damp, but certainly the ground sheet will be damp. And so generally I've left the ground sheet just tucked under, strapped onto the top, and then just underneath the cord. And then by the time you get a little bit further down the road, it's dried out very quickly. I've had no issues, really enjoyed using it actually, and it's just sits nice and perfectly from a point of view of your seating position. So you've still got the full front part of the seat. This sits on the what would be the pillion seat, and it seems to be holding up well, but of course it's only its first live use really. So we'll see over a period of months, and over the next 12 months, how it holds up. But so far so good. So at the moment, very happy with this. I think, like I've always said, I do want to travel as light as I can. This particular trip I put in things like books and a few extra pieces, so when I do some long distance travelling, I won't be having all the extras in. And I am going to have a sort out with some of my gear, because as an example, I have 3 light sources. So I've got the head torch, I've got a little pen torch, which is a very bright, good little torch. I'll show you that sometime. And I've also got the cube lamp that sort of hangs within the tent. Again, very good, LED. But it struck me when I come to travel, I don't need 3, so I need to think what I'm taking, what I'm not taking. But this is an ever-evolving position. So as far as the bag goes, at the moment, very, very happy. The contents, that's going to evolve, I'm going to figure out, but it could be different for every journey. So at the moment, still a thumbs up with the Rogal XL, and we'll see how things go over a period of time. Thanks for watching. See you again.